So it looks like we got some good news, and we got some bad news too. WestJet CEO is calling for an end to the mandates. That's good. Border restrictions extended for another month. That means that Canada is still run by Justin Trudeau, which is of course the bad news. Anyway, this is what the CEO of WestJet said. Jab mandate for air travelers and employees needs to be dropped, as jabs are not preventing the spreading of the Rona since Omicron. There is no more logic to maintain it. This will also relax some of the operational challenges at the airports. Operational challenges like this. Yeah, that doesn't look like a fun day at the airport, does it? Here you've got security screening officers at Vancouver's airport say they're underpaid and burning out. I wonder why that might be. They're saying that many security screeners who were laid off during the pandemic didn't return to the job when travel demand picked up. I wonder why they didn't return to their job. Wouldn't have anything to do with mandates, would it? Now, WestJet has reaffirmed the comments made by the CEO. They said, quote, WestJet continues to advocate on behalf of our guests for the removal of pandemic policies that no longer align with science and data and have proven less effective against transmission of the most recent variant. Gee, I wonder if that's why every other country in the West has dropped their mandates for travel. I wonder. Geez, because if the policies no longer align with science and data, then why is Trudeau being so stubborn? I wonder. Anyway, the statement continued, quote, while we are advocating for the immediate evolvement of policies that are unique to Canada, airlines remain one of the only federally regulated sectors with mandates, and we are obligated to remain compliant with Transport Canada's mandate for our employees and guests. And let's be honest here, this makes absolutely no sense. You can go to a packed bar and breathe all over everybody else so they can breathe all over you. No problem. You can go to watch a hockey game with 20,000 people. Yeah, that's no problem either. Getting on a plane from Calgary to Vancouver. Nope, sorry, can't do it. Trudeau thinks you have unacceptable views. But anyway, the Canadian Airports Council has also expressed similar concerns as it blames pandemic measures on massive customs delays at airports across the country and insufficient staff. As CAC interim president Monette Pasher said lineups are so long for security, check-in, or customs that some airports can't physically maintain them in some cases. Quote, it would normally take a customs agent, when you're in front of them at their desk, about 30 seconds to process a passenger. But now it can take anywhere from 2 to 4 times that, or up to 2 minutes because they have to review health questions. And keep in mind too, these people waiting in these ridiculously long lines, waiting for hours, missing their flights, these are the people who obeyed Trudeau. Some of them obeyed just so they could get on a plane. And I just can't help but think some of these people are going to be angry. And I think many of them might start blaming Trudeau. And keep in mind, Trudeau is not particularly popular in Canada. He won the last election with only 32% of the vote, which is, now that I think about it, about the same as Hitler got, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. But I digress. Anyway, of course, Trudeau is defending his decision to punish Canadians once again. Anyway, he said, quote, the reality is, as much as people would like to pretend we're not, we're still in a pandemic. There are Canadians who die every single day because of the goof. I know people are eager to get back to things we love. But what will also further damage our tourism industry is if we get another wave. Has anybody told him that it's endemic yet? Because everybody else seems to have accepted it, except for him. And you know what really damages the tourism industry? Preventing millions of Canadians from traveling within their own country. And everybody else seems to have figured that out, except for the haircut that we call Prime Minister. And of course, this all comes after Parliament voted down a Conservative motion to revert back to pre-pandemic guidelines for travel. Because that would have been embarrassing for Justin, and you can't have that. He's already unpopular enough. Anyway, at least it's a good sign that we're getting some high-profile calls to end these mandates now. But will the blackface emperor listen? Well, not until the polls tell him to. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you'd just like to listen, there's the audio-only version. It's on pretty much every podcast platform. If you look for it, you will find it. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time.